Hey folks, so you just spent hours crafting what you thought was a jaw-dropping material in Unreal Engine, only to slap it on your mesh and something's off. Maybe the color looks like radioactive guacamole, or your texture's doing the cha-cha. Or worse, it flat out refuses to compile. Today we are tackling a skill that every Unreal dev absolutely needs. Debugging. Debugging materials. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Materials can get wildly complicated. 1 minute you're plugging in a nice texture sample, the next you've got a spaghetti graph worthy of a conspiracy board. When something breaks, it can feel like hunting for a glitchy needle in a pixel haystack. But good news, with the right tools and the methodological approach, you will spot and squash these bugs in no time. Let's level up your debugging game. Before we dive into fixes, let's do a quick roll call of the usual suspects. Visual weirdness, wrong colors, strange patterns. Your highlights are popping in ways that feel illegal. Compile errors, those delightful red notes and cryptic messages that make Unreal basically say, nope, try again. Performance tanking, looks gorgeous, runs like a potato. Alright, now let's figure out how to actually chase these gremlins down. You've got a bunch of powerful tools right here at your fingertips. Let's break them down. First, previewing a node. This is my personal favorite. If you're not sure what the node is really doing, don't guess. Preview it. Just right-click the node and hit Start Previewing Node. Or click the little play button. Instantly you will see its output on your mesh. No rewiring needed. Alternatively, you can just drop a multiply node via the output of interest into the first input and set the second input to 1 and preview that node. That way you are not changing the data, just passing it to an isolated inspection. Want to check your UVs? Preview the UV node. You will get that familiar rainbow map. Not sure if your mask is actually black and white? Preview it. Think a math operation is messing things up? Preview just before and after it to see exactly what's doing. You are not changing the shader here, just getting a clean look at what's going on under the hood. Second, the material analyzer. It lives right there in your toolbar. The error warnings tab tells you exactly which node caused Unreal to throw a fit. Click the arrow, it will zoom right to the culprit. If your material won't compile, this is your first stop. The stats tab is awesome for knowing how expensive your material is, because 300 texture samples on mobile may be not your best idea. Third, buffer visualization, X-ray specs for your scene. Want to see how your material properties look across the whole scene? Use Unreal's buffer visualization. Click the lid drop down in the viewport, then check out buffer visualization. You can view your base color, normal, roughness, world position, you name it. Fourth, parameters, switches, and the old lerp trick. When your material graph starts to look like a spaghetti dinner, use parameters and switches to take control. Promote key values to parameters so you can tweak them. In material instance, super fast, no compile lag. Static switch parameters. These are awesome for debugging. Flip parts of your graph on or off to see when the bug disappears. Lerp blending. Try blending between your full material and the debug color or flat normal map. Set up a scalar parameter to fade between them. At 0 you see your pretty material, at 1 you strip down debug state. It's like having a dimmer switch on complexity. And the pro debugging habits. Alright, rapid fire best practices. Isolate the problem. Disconnect stuff until it works. Then reconnect one piece at a time. Double check your inputs. Imported texture setup right? Mesh UV sane? Compression okay? Debug in chunks. Build up sections, test them, then combine. And save often. Use comments. Your future self or your teammates will high-five you. Debugging materials isn't just about squashing bugs. It's how you really learn what your graphs are doing under the hood. The more you use these tools, the more your artistic instincts and technical know-how sync up. So try out direct node previews, learn on the analyzer, explore buffer visualizations, and build smart with parameters. Before you know it, you will be wiping up stunning, rock-solid materials that run like butter. Thanks for hanging out, and as always, happy debugging.